Now comes the exciting part of planning your itinerary for the first time. So as I mentioned, this is a Tour de Mont Blanc module, so that's the trail that you see before you. Now the first thing to look for is the flags. Now these are start and end locations, popular start and end locations that we've placed on the map to give you a guide of where good places are to begin your hiking adventure. So for the Tour de Mont Blanc, Les Ouches is the most popular start location for people. However, people also start from Chamonix, you can start from Courmayeur on the Italian side, you can start from Champex-Lac on the Swiss side. It's up to you. It's a circular route, you can start anywhere. And so zooming into one of these, if you select them, you can then choose it as a start location for your hike. Now, you don't need to choose one of these flags, they're just suggestions or recommendations. You can also choose an accommodation location if you have a booking there prior to starting the trail. Or if you've got something quite bespoke that you want to start at, then you can also choose this function over here by clicking on, first I go delete, click on pick on map, and then you can pick a specific location on the trail that you're going to start, and that'll be your start point. We don't recommend using that function unless you have something truly bespoke and it's necessary for you to do to get your trail stats right. You'll get a much more accurate picture if you use a flag or an accommodation point. So you've chosen your start location, and then the first thing to do is choose your night one, where you're going to stay at the end of your first day. And so you can change this as many times as you want, so don't feel the pressure of choosing a perfect spot on the first go. Now I'm coming in here to Les Contamini, which is a pretty standard day one on the Tour de Mont Blanc, and you'll see different accommodation points. So these green dots here, as I zoom in, you'll see that accommodation appear beneath them. So if you sit up at a high level, they've grouped the accommodation locations together, and then as you zoom in, you can then start to see them all. And then you can click on them, see some pictures, learn a little bit of information, but otherwise link out to learn more, or even make a booking to check availability of them, and click around on the different ones that are available. And now if you're not too sure and you're just sort of laying down your itinerary for the first time, villages with multiple accommodation points also have these general accommodation locations, so you can just select that as well. Okay, so you've selected that, you put that into your plan. Now let's say you do decide you want to change and go somewhere else, you just simply click on another accommodation location and you select night one, and it moves across there, and the trail statistics over here dynamically update every time you make a change of accommodation or change the route. Okay, so you've got night one. Now what you may notice is that it's followed the red line, it's followed the main trail. The way this app has been designed is that your route is heavily preferenced towards the main trail, but that doesn't mean you need to keep it that way. All it means is if you'd like to do an alternate route or add transport, you need to tell the app to do it. And to tell the app to do it, what you do is create a route waypoint. So you'll notice that the two waypoints that have been added are whole numbers. So you've got the 0 for the start location, 1 for night one. Now, route waypoints have decimal places in them. So if we click on the trail, you'll see a 0.1 appear. So that is a route waypoint. And the thing that we like to do with those is drag them. So once you've created one, drag it onto this alternate route and have a look at that. And so what you'll notice as well is we went from 6 hours 20 to 7 hours 40 as the mileage changed, and you had a bit of a good increase in your elevation gain and loss. It's the same function that you'd use if you want to add transport. So here you've got the Bellevue cable car. If you want to add that to your plan, you create another route waypoint and you drag your route onto the Bellevue cable car. Now, if you decide at a later point that you actually want to remove that because you're not sure if you'll take it or not, you don't want to set it as part of your preferred plan, simply click on that route waypoint and click delete, and then it will disappear. And then you can add it again and delete it as many times as you want. It's all about personalizing the plan to make it fit for you.